If you are studying or want to study microbiology, then this video is for you. Assalamu alaikum guys, I am Afsana. You are cordially welcome to my channel. In today's video lecture, I'll be talking about what is pathogen. So, a pathogen is usually defined as a microorganism that causes or can cause disease. Typically, the term is used to describe an infectious microorganism or agent, such as a virus, bacterium, protozoan, prion, viroid, or fungus. Another name for a pathogen is an infectious agent, as they cause infections. Moreover, not all bacteria are pathogens. In fact, most of them are harmless, and only a few are pathogenic. A pathogen brings disease to its host. All a pathogen needs to thrive and survive is a host. Once the pathogen sets itself up in a host body, it manages to avoid the body's immune responses and uses the body's resources to replicate before exiting and spreading to a new host. They can be sprayed through skin contact, bodily fluids, airborne particles, contact with feces, and touching a surface touched by an infected person. Now let's talk about the types of pathogens. Pathogens can be divided into two main categories, namely facultative and obligate pathogens. First one, the facultative pathogens. Facultative pathogens are organisms for which the host is only one of the niches they can exploit to reproduce. Facultative pathogens are primarily environmental bacteria and fungi that can occasionally cause infection. They include many of the most problematic hospital-acquired bacteria involved in the antimicrobial resistance pandemic. Now the second one, obligate pathogens. Obligate pathogens are organisms that cannot survive for long outside of the human body. Obligate pathogens require a host to fulfill their life cycle. All viruses are obligate pathogens, as they are dependent on the cellular machinery of their host for their reproduction. Now let's talk about the examples of pathogen. Examples of pathogenic bacteria are Mycobacterium tuberculosis, causing tuberculosis, Streptococcus pneumoniae, causing pneumonia, Shigella, Campylobacter, and Salmonella, causing foodborne illnesses, etc. Examples of diseases caused by pathogenic viruses are smallpox, influenza, mumps, measles, chickenpox, rubella, AIDS, meningitis, etc. Some examples of common fungal infections are vaginal yeast infections, thrush, ringworm, athlete's foot, jock itch, fungal nail infections, which we can call onychomycosis, etc. Some examples of diseases caused by parasites include giardiasis, trichomoniasis, malaria, toxoplasmosis, intestinal worms, public lice, etc. Now lastly, let's talk about the protection against pathogens. There are some protective measures which we can take to prevent pathogenic diseases. Those are washing hands regularly, getting vaccinated and ensuring vaccinations are up to date, preparing, cooking, and storing meat and other foods properly, not to share personal items such as razors or toothbrushes, not to share drinking glasses or utensils, protective against insect bites, staying home when ill, especially if one has a fever or diarrhea or is vomiting. Lastly, practicing safe sex, etc. If you liked my video, then give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. Thank you so much.